House of Eternity Let's Play series. In the last episode we've done some more quests and actually managed to get back to Gilded Vale and rest properly there for the first time. And I've taken the liberty to just go back to the Black Meadow, since today we'll be following the Old Watcher quest, for which we need to go to Caed Nua, which is straight through the Black Meadow. So let's go there now. 18 hours of travel time, that's longer than I was thinking. May need to go sleep again. Here we are. Caed Nua. You are humming. Can we talk to that guy? Kana. Just off the side of the path into Caed Nua stands an imposing figure. Tall, thick-set Almana, clad in worn armor and peering up at the outer walls of the keep. In his hand is a small piece of charcoal, and it works feverishly at taking notes upon a small scrap of paper. More than once he has to reach up to prevent his colorful cap from falling off his head as he gazes upward. What are you doing over there? The man looks over at you, blinking in surprise. His face splits in a wide and very toothy grin, and he waves the parchment in greeting. Killing time, if I'm honest. I've already walked the perimeter twice. There are names scratched upon some of the bricks just there. Workers and masons, I expect, carving a little immortality from themselves. He looks up at the wall again, expression fond. It's a fine keep, Caed Nua. 2 centuries to its name, and abandoned for nearly as long.
But the truly interesting part is in there, and I haven't had much luck in reaching the keep itself. I hoped to find the master of this place, a man by the name of Meerwald, but it seems that he either holds his privacy most dear, or else has been devoured by his house guests.
Well, we came looking for Meerwald as well.
Oh, truly? Then perhaps we can help one another. The grounds are infested with all manner of beasts. I've never seen the like. I didn't want to risk it alone, but you seem capable. Together, I'm sure we could manage it. And then we can both ask our questions of Meerwald. I seek a great treasure, you see. Not gold or silver, but the Tanvi Oratoa. You might call it the Book of Virtues. It's a sacred text of the Rauatai, but we possess only a fragment of it.
Interesting.
A year I've journeyed in search of the rest, and I uncovered evidence that leads me to believe the original lies just there, beneath the keep.
Then we must find it.
Excellent. Lead on, my friend, and I will be at your heels. Ah, wait. Speaking of that, I ought to warn you first. Wondrous teeth, I nearly forgot. I have, at times, been followed. It began in Adir, and in Exometal they attacked outright. I believe they do not wish for me to find what I am looking for. I say believe, but I have been told as much by one of my would-be assassins. I pay them little mind. Humorless sorts in long robes. But it's why I bought the sword, you see. And it's only fair that you should know.
You seem very calm about this.
Well, it's not as if I'm going to turn around and go home at their urging. If their previous efforts are anything to go by, we have very little to worry about.
So apparently quite incompetent assassins. Okay. Okay, so who will we dismiss? He is a chanter. So I'll probably go ahead and dismiss Neria, at least for now.
I'll go.
Yep, let's do that.
Following your lead.
And let's check that guy out. He has a Brigandine. Ooh, quite heavy armor. A Turban of Intellect. An Arquebus. That's interesting. And an Astalk. Okay, so he'll be our gunner. Ability-wise, what can he do? Chanters spend most of the time in combat speaking chants. Chants are arranged strings of magical phrases that produce different effects. As one phrase ends, its effects will linger, overlapping with the effects of the next phrase. When a chanter reaches the end of the final phase, it will loop back to the beginning. Careful arrangement of phrases can produce a powerful sequence of passive effects. Okay, interesting, because I've not had chanter as of yet. Okay, so... Ah, okay. I'll just string them one at another. Okay, so at the sight of their comrades, their hearts grew bold. Emboldens allies, bonuses to fortitude and will. Blessed was Wengrid, quickest of his tribe. Huh? Movement rate and reflexes. Okay, so basically this is just alternating them. Let's set it up fully, so that way it should quite nicely loop. Very well. And lo, their endless host, the harbingers of doom. A field of terror, frightening enemies in the area of effect. Not up here. That seems fine. Actually, I can just remove that and it works the same. Might be working here as well, but I'm not exactly sure. Okay. Only knows these few phrases on level 4? Okay, he also has brisk recitation. Less recitation time. Armed to the teeth. More weapon sets. March of the Kamoa. Oh right, that's the chants. Can I actually name them myself? That would be nice. I can. Let's name it like that. The Harbingers of Doom approach. So, this is a good opportunity. If you want maybe a chant named after you, leave a comment. I'm happy to do so. But for now, let's explore outside. Lots of stuff to find, as always. I'll go to fast mode again. Okay, a house out here, which we can do nothing about. One shattered cask still smells faintly of ale, long spilled into the dirt. What a waste. Okay, let's move down and see what's around the bend to the south. Nothing. Okay, let's enter the keep.
Once more through the gates. With more success this time, I hope.
I like his voice acting. Okay, once more shadows. Those we can deal with. You take the will-o-wisp, you take the shadow. There we go. Plenty easy. Though armor fighters has been enchanted for a moment there. Always some of the most evil spells.
Sure.
The mind control ones. Great lengths of rope and a few flint chips are scattered across this workbench. An amphitheater. Long abandoned. More shadows. Ooh, a phantom.
Yeah. I shall deal with.
Okay, disengage. Ah, damn, stunned. Okay, at least the shadow, the phantom got killed quickly as well. Nowhere is there. There's Adra. One side of this pillar is graven with hundreds of whorls and ridges. Even under a layer of grime and moss, the Adra gleams. A broken-in house here. Looks a bit like a chapel or something. This chapter has been battered by the elements. Tugging on the rusted handle only produces a heavily rattling. Small flame blights, elementals, huh? You take a second. They're immune? To what are they immune? Let's keep watching. They're again immune. Interesting. Not finding what they are immune against when that pops up. Some of my damage, perhaps? Oh yeah, pierce damage doesn't seem to affect them. And we have Primal Flames. There's more enemies in here than I would have thought. Okay, is this a proper keep?
Leave our village! We've done nothing to you!
What?
You can't do this!
Spectral smoke churns all around you. At first you can see nothing except the haze, but gradually you make out the wizened, hunched shape of an old elven man. His face and bone-thin arms are smeared with paint. You can't do this! He shakes his head, spitting the words at you. Do what?
This is our village! Our home! The Nine Claws have lived here almost 50 generations. We were here long before your kind brought war to our lands. You can't just burn it all! Have mercy, soldier! Our warriors have all gone! You can't burn us all because of them!
What the fuck has been going on here? He reaches out to you and opens his mouth to say something, but all there emerges is a series of violent coughs. He falls to his knees, choking on the thickening smoke. Flames overtake the vision as you back away. So some people were burned alive here, apparently. Oh, didn't quite kill it yet. There we go. Okay, let's keep the door in mind. Let's see if there's something up here. Sorry.
Let's go.
More phantoms. There's a lot of spectral enemies here. Well, at least we are powerful enough to easily take them. Door here as well. I'll first explore everything outside here. The hedges grow in shaggy heaps, shot through with weeds and tall grasses. Well, hedge labyrinth, huh? Only weeds grow in this dusty patch. More will-o-wisps. I really hate the mind control stuff.
Watch it with that.
At least this doesn't last very long. Tangled wires and broken gear litter these wooden boxes. Nothing we can get into here. Let's see if there's more enemies back here. Don't expect so. Yeah. Okay. Let's go into the house first. Maybe we can find that guy here. Macron? Wasn't that his name? I'm bad at remembering names. Okay, so far nothing here.
Laying low.
Let's go into scout mode real quick, but also speed up. Just so we don't run into the next best trap here. The shelves creak under the books. Many of the covers are mottled with mildew. Those poor books. Cobwebs bind the remains of a broken alembic, a cracked mortar, and various shattered bottles and vials to the table. So apparently there was an alchemist here. This must have been beautiful once. In here, kitchen perhaps? The sour odors of rancid grain and spoiled fruit permeate the air. Dust and rust Words. Dust and rusted utensils cover the countertop.
Yeah.
Let's go upside. Oh, we can't? Rats skitter among the broken stairs. Apparently we can't. Okay, so that's the house done. Let's go into the actual keep then. Time we find the Watcher. In we go.
Well, that's unusual.
What's unusual? Can we actually talk with the characters? Talk to Aloth. Okay, we'll do that after. I thought he had something particular to say right now.
Hey.
Okay. Works out so far.
Let's go!
Okay, bind all the enemies so they can't simply teleport to my backline. Oh, Adair's taking some hits. You use your second winch.
Let's go.
He took quite a bit of a beating there. More essences. The grey and brown pelts of mice flit between the boards.
Right.
Anything in here? As you come to the end of the great hall, you perceive an inviting warmth radiating from the grand throne wrought out of marble. Its masterful artistry out of the place amidst the castle's more practical stonework. The veiled face of a woman is carved above the throne's backing, watching over the room with hollow eyes. As you approach, you feel the warmth fluctuate as though stirring. A voice rings out from the carving, permeating the fortress through stone and air.
Another watcher in Caed Nua, glowing very brightly indeed to these eyes. What strange happenstance.
Who's that speaking?
I'm sorry if I startled you. I'm afraid my manners have been slipping. I haven't had much opportunity for introductions lately. In any case, I assume you're here looking for Meerwald.
Yeah, any idea where I can find him?
I can feel his presence faintly somewhere deeper inside the keep. But he uses his gifts to confound me, and my senses are dulled while he does so. I only wish I could know his mind.
Okay, so are you imprisoned in that throne?
Imprisoned? At times it feels that way, I suppose. But it's more that I reside here. The throne was brought up from the ruins, one of the first things they found. As a last favor to a dying woman, the Earl arranged for me to be moved into it. Audra is an accommodating vessel for a soul. Oh, it's not as confining as it seems. I can feel the whole keep from here, and all things that are tied to it. There's something about this throne and its construction. Or maybe it's something about this place.
So essentially she became something like a guardian spirit, perhaps.
He was a great man. He came here one day, young with long hair and polished armor, and he banished the dark things that had come to lurk in this place after centuries of neglect. He could see the beauty of this place, the way it had been, so he claimed it for his own when no one else would take it. We worked together to restore it.
Interesting story.
But he began to grow distant some time ago. He never told me why. He retreated deeper and deeper into the keep, never leaving, sending servants for food, hiding himself from my sight. The restoration stopped. Now, to look at the place, you'd never know the progress we'd made. In most places, it's worse than it ever was. And all I can do is watch it crumble around me. Take care in your search. Many dangers lie in wait here.
Okay, so something happened to Meerwald, apparently. We'll have to find out. No more than ever.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea.
No trap then?
Which is not
Well,
very.
nothing in there either. let's see, where can we get with that here? Let's hope we don't just go outside again. Okay, we didn't. More shadows. Take them. You take them. You three also attack the shadows. Get rid of them quick.
Curses!
Adair is getting quite a beating.
Sure.
Okay, enemies taken care of. Let's look here. Spiders have taken up a residence in the empty shelves. I mean, I do know that you get strongholds. This could be one for a wizard or something like it. This map shows the Deerwood's old colonial borders. A settlement called New those names. Dunrid is marked in the place of present-day Defiance Bay. Interesting. Small details. They certainly do a good job of the world building. Though I admit there's probably still a lot to read up on. Okay, let's see here. The bracier's chains are rigid with rust. Let's ascend the stairs. See what's up here. It feels as if cobwebs are the only things holding the rickety old mess together. Something has made a nest out of the straw and mattress. Ugh. I really don't like insects and the like. Okay, this definitely seems like something you could theoretically restore. But let's go down to the actual keep. Maybe we can find Merwald. Ooh.
There's my little soldier. Been out playing soldier again, have we? Go wash up and come help me shuck these peas.
As you draw nearer, the apparition in front of you resolves into an elven woman. Her stringy hair is tied back, and she tugs at a loose thread on her apron. There's a distant hollow look in her eyes until she notices you. She turns from you long enough to produce a basket that, like her, is shimmering and semi-transparent. And no complaints, you've got to eat your vegetables if you want to grow up strong and be a real soldier one day. Just like we agreed, right? She watches you out of the corner of her eye. What are you talking about?
Soldiers are important people. They defend the weak and punish the wicked. You're too young to understand now, but there are lots of wicked people. People like the man who murdered your father.
Remind me what happened to, my father.
Before you were born, the Glanfathans attacked settlers like us. They said we'd knocked over some of their special Adra rocks. That's why they call it the Broken Stone War. They got very angry, and so they came into our villages and killed many people. Your father was one of them.
Eek. Was one of the people the Glenfathans killed? That's what I said. Her voice is low and hoarse, and her hand is frozen over the basket. Something dark and empty clouds over her eyes.
That's why you'll be a soldier one day. To protect and to avenge. Why don't you go back out and play? I'll finish up here.
Certainly not pleasant. So there's been a full war going on between the Glenfathans and the settlers back in the day. Silver trails of slugs gleam inside the barrels. Ooh. Bunch of spiders.
Most inconvenient.
Do we have? Yes, we have. Oh, he's wept. Yeah, that works. Now we can properly burn them to the ground. Okay, your main character requires a bit of second wind. And we'll use the Holy Radiance here real quick. Actually, no, we'll wait. Let's instead condemn some foes.
Most inconvenient.
Okay, the small spiders have been taken care of mostly. Okay, good.
How may I help?
That encounter should be done with. There we go. Let's form up again and loot all the stuff. And that's gonna have to do it for this episode already. I thank you all for watching. I hope you have had some fun. We will continue the exploration of the dungeon in the next episode. If you did like the episode, consider commenting, liking or subscribing. Every bit helps, obviously. And also, if you want to be totally up to date with what I'm doing, consider checking out my Twitter at @_madlatter. So, yeah, once again, that's it from my end. Hope you had some fun. See you the next time.